Hi everyone, my name is Linda Gunnar. I am the CEO and founder of Linda's Perfection Creations. I am a master certified wedding planner and a florist. Linda's Perfection Creations cater to small and large events in and around the Philadelphia area. We do partials, we do full service, we do concert events, we do fundraising. So anything that need planning and decor, we do it. But that's enough about me. As I continue to do these videos, I promise that I will keep giving information to help all my DIY brides because that's my main focus of why I wanted to do these videos. And also as a life coach to help, you know, share my story and hopefully that can help you down your journey or whatever stage you are in your life. So with that being said, let's just get into this section. Today I'm going to talk about flowers. As our wedding season is coming about, a lot of people want flowers for the wedding. And before you start looking into flowers, you might be surprised not all flowers are in that bloom year round. There's certain flowers that might be expensive because they are not in season. And people, you need to take that into account. And another thing is that the misconception that a lot of people believe that artificial flowers is a lot cheaper than fresh flower, which is not the case at all. Because what you don't notice is that for artificial flowers, you might be able to get it for different vendors. Sometimes the texture of the colors, it's just something about fresh flowers. I might be a little biased, but just something about fresh flowers, that set the tone for a wedding. The smell, the aroma, the feel. Yes, don't get me wrong. There are some nice artificial flowers that look really pretty, but sometimes it might cost you a lot more to get. And sometimes you can work with your florist that they can find you some flowers that might be a lot cheaper and fit in your wedding budget than you think. So some of the flowers that blooms, for example, peonies, which is one of the most beautiful flowers. I love peonies. They bloom between May and June. So sometimes if you want to get them off season, it might be very costly. And in general, peonies are very special flowers, but the bloom is beautiful when the bloom is. And even with artificial flower, most of the flowers when couple get, then they usually get silk peonies because they are really beautiful. So that's something to take into account. When do they bloom, what time the season. So I'm just gonna go with some of the flowers that bloom all year, and I'll also add the name into the description so you can see, go ahead and research it and look at it and see what flowers. And even when you're talking to your florist, so you can talk to them and see what flowers are in season. So the first one is Esther Marie. It's usually commonly known as Peruvian lilies. And it comes in beautiful colors. They come in pink, they come in white, they come in orange, they come in magenta. The one thing I love about that is that they the whole year arrangement, it lasts long. The texture and the texture that I give the centerpieces, it has a longer shelf life. So what that means is that it lasts long. It's not a flower that wither. There's some flowers like hydrangeas for a second. Hydrangeas are very beautiful flowers. They are great fellow flowers, but they need a lot of water. If they are not properly absorbing a lot of water, they will water and die and kind of be like just look dead. And sometimes those are not what you want for your wedding. So if you are doing it yourself, make sure that you have flowers that will transition into that last through your whole ceremony. Another thing is Calla Lilies. Calla Lilies grow all year long. They are beautiful. They are classic. Most brides use them in the bouquet. Sometimes they can run a little high, but it's still great flowers that blooms all year round. And it comes in a white, orange, purple, pink, burgundy, and they also come in multicolors. And they're just elegant. They give it that elegant feel, and it's a beautiful flower. This is one of my flowers, rare flowers that I love. And another flowers too that bloom all year is the Daphne. You can call it larkspur. Some people call it larkspur. They have long, stark stem. They come almost favor like a sunflower, but they're not from sunflower. The bloom is really pretty. they grow all year and they have heights. It gives that whole drama to your arrangement, whether it's a bridal bouquet or your centerpieces. It gives that dramatic look, and it's one of the few flowers that are naturally, it comes in blue, it comes in purple, it comes in pink, it comes in another variety of flowers. The bloom, the pretty bloom is really, especially for summer wedding. If you are doing a summer wedding, this is one of the flower that you use, especially in the bridal bouquet. They just add texture, they add color, and it's a very great flower. And another one which is very unique is the freezer. They have long stems, they have multiple buds and bloom. They have one thing I love about them is that the aroma. They have this very sweet fragrance, and the color is very bright, and it range from like white to pale yellow to purple to pink to red. They come in multiple cluster. Um, they add like that beautiful smell and aroma, and they add that texture to your centerpieces as well. Um, you only need like maybe few stems to make an impact into it, but they are properly like most men florists use them for bodineers, for men's for the lapel bouquet on the bank. So a lot of time they use them for sale and use them a lot. And they add, like a decoration piece. So they are really good. And then another thing, one of the top favorites is roses. Roses is one of the flowers that bloom all year. And roses come in different colors, different shapes. You got a garden roses, you got a romantic roses, and they come in like, and they are very beautiful. They're long lasting flowers. They are easy to work with, even though sometimes they're a little delicate. They do need a lot of water, but it's just something with roses that just set the tone for everything. Roses, I believe that roses, everybody love roses. Some people don't, but I just think a rose in a bouquet, it just speaks wedding, you know. But there are some brides who don't like roses, and that's okay. But there's many other flowers that you can use. And another one is Lisianthus. They also grow all year. They are the petals have lighted up stems. And this is commonly used for like rustic weddings and a beach wedding. They have a handful of like pastel colors and a pink, purple, pale yellow, or green as well. So most of the flowers that go all year round, they usually have multiple solution colors that you can use. And then another thing is your carnations. Carnations are beautiful flowers. They just set the tone. They would be a fill of flowers. They can be a bouquet flowers. They add that little textures and things. So carnation as well comes in a lot of colors. The yellow, the white, the green. That comes in a variety of colors that you can use, and they are pretty cheap. It's one of the cheapest flowers in the market is carnation. You can find a carnation for as little as 95 cents a stem. That's how cheap they are. So they are, so for flowers, those are flowers and they bloom all year. They have multiple colors. Those are things that you can use. And then another one is the Stephanotis. The shapes, it comes in popular colors. They are very delicate in their appearance. They come in white. The flower, they have like a, so you can use like, they have like a tube like centerpieces. You can use the petal web. Most flowers are actually, if you're doing a bouquet where you want to use a pin in the middle, this is the great flower if you want to add like, because they open very wide, and people who want to add like stone to the bouquet, the thing, this is one of the great flowers to use, that you can add that textures and that style into it, into your bouquet, to really make it look pretty. And then we got orchids. Who doesn't love orchids? Orchids are beautiful. They goes well with everything. Can be in a bouquet. They can be as used as a boutonnieres. They can use as a corsage. They are just beautiful flowers in general. And then another one is gardenias. Gardenias also, they are southern flowers. But they come in that classic white. It's like the fragrance is so dramatic, and the smell, it makes your centerpiece look grand. So something that will wow your guests and everything. So that's something. It's another one. And then we have the Valley of Lilies. Those are another one that comes nice. And then we have the baby breath and the Gardenias. Those are, it adds texture. It adds, fillers. And then last but not least, we got the stocking flowers. The stocking flowers is flowers that you use to, they're a little longer in stem, but the flowers grow up the top and they help fill in your arrangements to add, texture, height, lengths, and they are all really beautiful flowers. So thank you for watching. I just want to share this bit of information with you so at least you know what flowers are in season so you can be asking for a flower that's not in season and then end up paying so much money. So it all based on what flower you use and what texture. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like to my channel. I have a 30-minute free consultation that I can talk to you about any questions you may have. It's free. Even if you book my service or not, you don't have to pay anything for it. I have a bridal ceremony class where I teach bride how to plan your wedding from start to finish. But once again, my name is Linda, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.